Welcome to our podcast,
The Dark Price of the Spotlight.
Pancake edition.
Oh, yeah. Bring the
Music
syrup.
Industry Edition. It's been a while, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a long
It's been
time.
a while because I've been really, really busy. I'm very blessed to be busy, so I'm not going to complain. But we haven't been able to do this podcast, so I'm very happy that we're able to do it today.
Me too, because my fans are fans. My fans. I don't got any fans. I got one fan, but
That's
they've
good.
been
Is
like,
it your mom?
"What's good?" Yes, it is. Not even my wife and kids, but
Jeez.
but they've been like, "Where you guys at? Where you been?"
Same.
Yeah, so
thank you,
that's a good
guys.
sign. That's a
Yeah.
good sign.
Yeah, exactly. So for those who don't know me, my name is Tatiana Liary. I am a Latin artist. And I have my own merch. If you want to know anything about me, you can go to TatianaLiary.com and it's everything there. And next to me, of course, is the legend.
Oh, there it is. I like
Judah
that.
Crombie. Let me see
Thank
if I remember where
Yeah.
the clap is.
There it is.
Okay,
CEO
good.
comes
Wow.
I
back.
thought it was gonna be that.
No. I don't even know where this which one
Almost
is.
like the intro is a joke.
that little joke, but
Comes a walking joke.
No. You deserve a standing ovation.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. Yep. Music lover, fan, this, that, and the other music, everything. Thanks for having me. So happy to be a part of this podcast. It's so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
fun. And off camera, which soon he's going to be on camera. He already said he
Oh.
was jealous of Judah, so
That's true.
yeah.
We
So
need to get
it's-
him in here.
Yeah, it's Illa Noize.
Illa.
What's going on,
Wait, where's the
everyone?
There we go.
Thank you. You're far too kind. My name is Illa Noize. I'm a music producer, songwriter with my own studio, and my credits are Netflix, Hulu, ESPN, and much more.
And he just released his course. Can you tell us about your course?
Yeah, so it's a course about sync licensing. So it's going to take you from the very beginning, just what it is, how to get into it, how to reach out to sync licensing companies. Sorry.
Yes.
You can cut that, right?
No,
Sure.
I'm not.
No. I'm keeping that.
I might cut that. So if you're interested, you can go to his website, which is
Yes. IllinoisMusic.com.
Oh.
awesome.
And then there's
There
a
you go.
tab. It says, what does it say?
It just to say buy a course or something like that.
Yeah, something like
Okay,
that.
awesome. You get it, right? Exactly.
I will be your first subscriber.
Hey, there you go.
So, okay. Let's talk about, man, a lot of things are happening in the music industry. I was looking, and even when I was away and news kept coming, I was like, wow, there is so much to talk about, and I haven't had the chance to even be in the podcast. So we're going to be talking about a lot of trendy things that have been happening because it's so much going on. And I was just scrolling in social media, and I just keep seeing J-Lo. And J-Lo. And I'm like, what's going on with J-Lo? Why so many people are just talking about her? So I remember first was that she had an album released, right? She released her album. And people were just saying that nobody was into it. That it was the same old J-Lo, that she needed to be more into what's happening now.
Have you heard the album yourself?
I did some songs, but it's J-Lo. Like, I didn't really saw anything negative. It's not like I was super fan. Like, I love her. I love everything about her as far as that she's a triple threat. And I always admire that. She has movies. She sings. Relatively sing. She also acts and stuff like that. Obviously, she's a dancer. So that's three things right there that I always admired about her. So I was a fan in that sense.
Same.
That I was like, man, like she can do it all, and she looks amazing dancing,
yeah.
and she looks amazing like doing it. She's a show woman. I mean, that you can take that away from
Oh
her.
my gosh. One of the
So-
best to do it.
Exactly. So now that I know all her songs, no, like I'm not like that. But Illa, do you listen to the actual album? I think you did.
Yeah, I listened to the album. I'm not her ideal target audience,
Okay.
I would say. But it was pretty good. It was definitely her old school self, the
Right.
stuff in the late 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that. Which is cool. You have to stay true to who you are, true to your sound. And you can implement that type of stuff, but you can also implement in a modern, refreshing, new way.
So you do agree that it's kind of old J-Lo?
There were a couple songs I liked. I don't know the names right off the top of my head, but there's like I think like 2 songs in the album that I liked. Yeah, the rest were a little dated. And the thing is, we already seen that. We already heard that. So I just wish she would mix more modern elements.
Who produced? Do you know who produced the album by chance?
I don't.
I don't know who produced it, but then what it was surprising to me is then she announced her tour that didn't do well. Then she ended up changing the name of the tour. Then she canceled 7 or plus shows because they were not selling tickets. I don't know if they were too expensive or I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy. It's insane. And then now a lot of stories are coming out about how she's a diva. People are saying terrible things about her. People that have worked with her, or people that have known people that have worked with her, or even people that have just seen her. And they said that she's a total diva, that she doesn't treat anybody with respect, or some people kind of like she's a little bit rude and things like that. Like she won't look at you in the eyes or anything like that. I think there was a TikToker that said that she knew somebody that worked for her, and as soon as I guess he looked at her in the eye, she got mad and fired him. So,
good. The guy shouldn't have looked at her in her eye.
Maybe she likes him to look at her somewhere else.
That's what I would do.
You know, like I don't understand. But I don't know, but why do you think do you think her career is falling out? Like what's going on with J-Lo?
You can go ahead, Julie.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got a lot of thoughts about this because I'm a fan of J-Lo, right?
Yeah.
She's still Jenny from the block.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, those hips don't lie. Oh, wait.
Talking about
That's Shakira.
Jenny from the block.
Yeah.
But hers don't either. Yeah. So.
But talking about Jenny from the block, there is a background vocalist of J-Lo of that song, Jenny from the block, that said that some of her vocals is actually her and not J-Lo. So that's another thing that they're talking about. And I don't know if you remember back in the days that Shanti have said that in the song I'm Real, her vocals were there when she was supposed to just be a reference singer. She was just referring, as you know, doing a song for Jennifer Lopez.
I could see that because I definitely could hear her voice in there. Now that you're mentioning it, I'm like, oh yeah, I can hear that.
And they didn't even tell her. So she was a little bit offended. You know, she probably didn't even get paid for it. So now people are like, is she all this time been lip syncing and not really singing?
I mean,
it's possible.
To be honest, unfortunately, at least in the English market, well, more so in the Latin market, there is a lot of lip syncing going on.
But it doesn't mean it's not you.
And no, I know that. And then J-Lo, she doesn't have the best voice. I'm not saying that she sings bad. You know, she does sing well, and she's come a long way for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, the whole thing of like not having or lip syncing is just, for me, it's not a big deal, unfortunately, in this day and age, just because I see it so often in all these
but we
shows.
see people lip syncing their own voice. What they're saying is that she's lip syncing someone else's voice, like it's never her.
So she's like Milli Vanilli and
correct. But like, because remember, the background vocalist said that song, like Jenny from the Block, even when she said I'm from the Bronx, that's the background vocalist. Like it's not
That's
her.
weird. Yeah, she shouldn't be doing that.
But she's so talented. She's got a good voice. I've seen live videos of her singing before, and she can definitely do it. So
Yeah.
We don't know if what's real anymore.
What's real?
Exactly. Obviously, Judah is just a
truth
music
is-
Right on
lover.
cue.
No, the
He's a
truth-
music lover. He's not
I'm the
a
one
singer.
that I am the backup, and I am mad that J-Lo's not giving me the damn credit I need.
That's the truth, folks.
So I want my money.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by what's happening. This is not unique to J-Lo. This is very common in the music industry. It's probably happening with many bigger artists than we're even aware of. She's
Yeah.
just happening to get a little bad luck. Getting
This year, it's not your year, J-Lo. I'm sorry.
Well, she's getting kicked. She's kind of, listen, I understand that she could be a diva and people have a right to not respect that. I get that. But I feel like all the piling on to her right now, I just don't think it's in good taste. I don't think you kick people when they're down. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
hey,
agree.
this is
Yeah.
the time. She's struggling with her tour.
Right, her tour sucks, and she's
Let's
probably
start
super
talking
stressed out. Let
trash
me
now.
talk about when she did this to me. You're right.
Yeah, let's leak it all right now. It's like, what's the point to like make her career go down in flames, and why? What good will that do for
I
anybody?
don't know. I just feel like people really find joy on seeing people down. It's
That
so
is
sad.
so true.
Yeah.
People love drama.
Especially on social media.
It's so
Yeah.
sad.
They love seeing the fall of people that have made it more successful than themselves. A lot of people are just haters. I mean,
Right.
it just
Oh, yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that this is
We
happening.
even have a lot of haters.
Yeah.
I love reading those comments, and I'm like, oh gosh.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
We're
that
not
you-
even.
No, I love reading the comments. I just don't want to. I'm like, if I engage, this is gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Sometimes it's just better to just let it go.
Yeah. I think artists in her stature, who are very established, that are getting older, they have to make a decision on, should I keep making music but kind of modernize it with today's day and age sound, or I can just retire from at least making music.
Yeah, she can keep making movies.
She-
but
yeah, of course.
even people were saying like even the movies that she's making are not good. But she came out with a new movie that I haven't seen.
I haven't
think
seen
it's
that
called
one.
Atlas. And I,
heard
haven't watched it.
This
So
is very different.
it was different.
That's
so
what I heard.
We
I
would
mean-
have to watch it and see because I haven't.
she's in one of my favorite movies ever, The Cell. Did you guys see that?
I don't think so.
Just watch it when you get a chance. I mean, it's way ahead of its time. It's incredible, and
Okay.
J-Lo knocks it out of the park. So check it out
I'll check it
and
out.
let me know what you think.
No, I really liked her movie. I think The Mother.
Oh yeah, that was a very
That
good
one
one.
is a really good one.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. She has really good movies. So I hope she does well. I always, being a fan in that sense. Not now all her songs. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that I know all her songs, but I always admire her. That's the word. It's not even a fan. I always admire the work that she have done.
Yeah, I think she just needs to collab with like a person like me.
Yeah,
That's what it is. I think she needs to start calling you and be
Yeah.
like, I have
So
all the new
J-Lo,
stuff.
I would love to work with you. Let me know.
Hey, I'll give you her number. I got it.
Okay,
I got you covered.
there it is. All right, I appreciate
Oh,
it.
and she was in Selena. That movie is
Oh, that's
yeah, of
another one. That's
course,
what
of
made
course.
her
That's what made
famous.
her.
I feel
so
like.
Selena. That movie's incredible. Just
Yeah.
had to put that out there.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Met Gala. Let's talk about Usher.
Oh yeah, Usher.
I seen that video.
So, okay. I saw the video. I saw the interview. So, for those who don't know what's going on, supposedly Usher went to the Met Gala, right? And when he was having a conversation with one of the interviewers and, a journalist or whatever, he looked so weird. His answers were weird, almost like it was scripted
Scripted or programmed?
or programmed. Then his eyes looked so strange, like he didn't have any pupils. Like,
Yeah, it was just like pitch black.
Like soulless almost.
Soulless. Yeah, like empty inside. They're like two black holes.
it was really weird. So, do you believe in clones?
I think the technology's probably there.
Yeah, I don't think it's more as far as cloning, but I believe that it might be. What if that's like a robot?
I think cloning might be more realistic.
You think
well,
so?
Well, can they make robots that realistic?
I
know they're
don't
getting
know.
close, but that's pretty. I mean, that would be pretty impressive if that was a robot.
So you think
It's very
like
possible,
it could
though.
be a clone?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be.
But don't you think a clone would
or-
have the eyes just exactly how they would be?
I don't know. No, because how can you replicate a soul? Like, so a clone, is it just, I think a clone would be like soulless or something, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how.
That's a good
what's
question.
the process of cloning something?
Maybe we should have just looked at that. Maybe for
Is
next
it
time.
just like they insert like the the egg and the thing, and then they just?
I have
I
no
don't know.
idea.
I don't know how it
I just
works.
think it's weird. It's just weird.
Well, there's a lot of cloning conspiracies with other famous people, like not just in the music industry, but like Jamie Foxx is a pretty recent one.
That's right.
And they really break it down on why they think he might be a clone. And I got to tell you, even though I'm not saying I really believe it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of convincing. The way his face changed structurally, right? So like they did a map of his face side by side before he was sick. You know how he got the mysterious illness?
Mysterious illness, yeah.
And this was after he was putting Diddy on blast.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Jamie Foxx is all mysteriously sick, right? Ill. And this is before all the Diddy stuff has been popping off. So that makes it even more believable now.
Right?
Yeah, it's weird. So then he's supposedly a clone now. Bernie Mac was supposedly a clone as well. And they supposedly killed. Again, I say like these are all allegations,
Right.
gossip and stuff.
Right.
But it's interesting because a lot of it, when you kind of go down the rabbit hole, I'm like, oh my gosh, a lot of it really kind of makes sense.
Makes sense.
It's kind of convincing. So like, there's a lot of conspiracies about famous people being clones. So why not Usher?
Right?
Why would he not be a clone?
If you haven't watched that interview, you should. And then just tell us in the comments what you think if you watch it, because it's super strange.
Oh, and one last one. Katy Perry. Remember that video of her a few months ago glitching in her
That
eyes?
was very
yeah.
strange.
And she was like,
That
Yeah.
was weird. Like, yeah, that
I
was,
was like,
very
what
strange.
was that all
too.
about? So people in the comments were saying, this is part of that cloning thing and it's
like, it's just
malfunctioning.
malfunctioning? Oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
who knows?
Hey, with technology, it's just you just never know. Now, of course, we have to talk about Diddy because he's still trending. Diddy's
Yeah.
still trending, and again, we were away, so we were not able to.
There was a
talk
new
about
video
this.
that came out.
So did you remember few episodes before where I said there was a video of him hitting Cassie? I said it, and he paid $50,000 for that video to be removed.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
did.
the video. I
Wow.
talked about it, and
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know. I mean, it has to be the video because it was in a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same. It was the same
Yeah.
video, and now it's out there.
It
He
got
needs to get
leaked.
that money back.
I know what happened. They
Just
heard
kidding.
our podcast.
That's what
They
happened.
said, "You see what Tatiana did? We have to
we
put
have
the
to
video."
release it. They know. They know.
They
They're
know
on
we're
to
gonna-
us.
So
They were gonna, they're gonna be like, we're gonna have to find out where
Diddy's
that
pissed.
video is.
Did we're on his hit list. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, no.
jeez.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know, but it's crazy. That video is so sad to watch.
Oh.
Yeah.
So sad. I honestly, if anything is allegations, because of course we cannot say everything is true. By watching that video, it proves
Yeah.
who he really is.
Yeah.
There's nothing,
Yeah.
And he apparently, and I saw it, he did a video in which he's crying, almost crying, saying that he definitely feels bad and he apologizing.
He's disgusted with himself.
Yeah, he's disgusted
He
with
needs to go
himself.
make some more pancakes. Freaking Diddy talking about feeling bad. Dude, that guy
Yeah.
can't feel bad.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty crazy and it's very sad to watch. I was like, wow.
Oh man, it's enraging. It's brutal, and the dude was merciless. He didn't have any kind of
Nothing.
concern
No
or care
empathy.
or
No.
empathy whatsoever. And it's like that guy's so far gone, and so he is his own god. Basically, he's
Right.
living for himself. He does
Correct.
what he wants, and people are all just pawns in his game, and that's what he treats people like. Pawn
And he's
pieces.
apologizing because he had to, because now the video is out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but we all know it's that apology. Come on.
Yeah.
And then now there's an old video circulating in the social media of Mike Tyson. I'm not trying to laugh, but Mike Tyson, it's in an interview with him. It's an old video, but it's circulating now because Diddy, of course.
Oh, yeah.
People are like, putting two and two together. And Mike Tyson is just in a couch, kind of like this, talking to an interviewer, right? And the host of some type of show. And he's there next to Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
And then Diddy just put the hand here. And Mike Tyson is like,
Yeah, Diddy's
He's-
on the low trying to hold.
Well, I don't think
Mike
he's on the
Tyson's
low. I didn't
hand.
see that actually. What I saw was him just putting his hand there. I don't think he was trying to grab him. But Mike Tyson was
No,
like,
he was trying to.
do you think so?
Come on, Diddy's
I mean,
rep.
Probably. But I think
Well,
Mike
yeah, but-
Tyson's response was
yeah.
subconscious. He was like, no.
No,
Yeah. He
exactly.
knows.
It's
Yeah.
almost like I felt like he just put the hand there, and Mike Tyson was like, I know what you do after midnight.
Yeah.
Get the heck out of
Yes.
here.
Yeah, people have
That's
been
crazy
knowing
that
about
he
this.
tried it with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, well, he
did?
well, he's delusional,
saying-
guy. He's like a narcissistic. He
Yeah.
thinks he's so much bigger than he is, right? So like he's done that. He tried to do that with 50 Cent, he tried to like power check him
yeah.
on the camera.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not surprised he did that with Mike Tyson. In his own mind, he is like the top of everything. Like he's running the show, and he kind of got away with it so long that.
I'm surprised Mike Tyson didn't.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm
Or
saying.
eat his ear.
oh yeah. But Busta Rhymes, I just saw a video. of Busta Rhymes like saying he brought his girl to the studio or a friend that was a girl, and he literally like looks at Diddy. He's like, "She's off limits, Diddy." And now that we got all the context, like all these videos are starting to resurface because they all knew what was up.
But it's so crazy that everybody knew and didn't do anything about it.
That
because
really
for me,
upsets
if you
me.
know
Yeah.
there's going to be underage kids there, and you know what's happening, are you serious? That's why I think the blackmail thing that we've been saying makes sense.
Without
they
a
have
doubt.
to be blackmailed for them not to say anything.
100%.
Because there's no way you're going to see injustice like that and do nothing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these people, unfortunately, are part of that thing. And I think that they probably fell into it unintentionally. They go to a Diddy party, just like if we get invited, we're going to go.
Correct.
Because we got to see this thing. But they go to the Diddy party, they get wasted. He probably slips them stuff in their drinks, I'm sure, right? And he gets them to do weird freaking stuff they probably normally wouldn't
He
do.
records it.
And then boom, I got you for life. You're going to do what I tell you to do.
Yeah.
It's pretty brilliant, actually. I'm not saying I
Don't
would do
get
it.
any don't get any drinks from Judah.
Yeah.
He's getting way too many ideas from this podcast.
No, you guys are safe with me. I
Okay,
promise.
good.
Okay.
Okay, so what's trending, Judah? What's trending besides all the stuff that we talked about? What's trending in the music industry as well?
Man, the music industry really,
It's crazy.
it really
right now.
delivers.
Yeah.
It's like Christmas for people like us.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it just doesn't stop. Like this, so the Diddy thing is obviously huge already, but then over here we got another big rap feud battle triangle thing, and you got the whole Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, but primarily it's Drake and Kendrick, and it's like spiraling out of control. It's like getting to the point where it's like street violence now.
Oh no!
So
like
it's like, oh man,
old times.
it's like the old times. People are saying, "Are we going to have another Tupac, Biggie type of situation? Are we not going to stop this?" I mean,
Yeah.
as fans, even people should be standing up and speaking out against it and speaking against violence because Drake's bodyguard, he got shot at his own Drake's residence. Shot at 3 a.m. I'm not sure who the shooter was, but it was definitely
Related
tied
to
in.
what's going
for
on,
sure.
Yeah.
And it's like it started off as a rap beef battle thing, but the problem is they just keep one-upping each other, right? They just take it up another notch, and so it starts off with little fun battle back and forth. Then it gets to the point where Kendrick's is making allegations against Drake for being like a pedophile or something along those
Yeah.
lines. Allegations again, I want to say.
Right.
But like, there's videos surfacing of Drake and younger, including that girl from Stranger Things that people are saying, Millie something.
Bobby Brown or something.
Yeah. So like, apparently they talk and communicate and he's always messaged her and they hang out and there's like some borderline inappropriate photos of the two, and it's like, he didn't really defend himself against being a pedophile or anything. He didn't come out and say, "This is BS. I'm not a damn pedophile." So people are saying, if you're not a pedophile, why aren't you like saying you're not a...
Yeah.
Well, in his last song, I forget what it's called, but he did kind of like, he did say that. He's like, "Hey, I'm not a pedophile, blah, blah, blah."
Well,
not
I was
in like
wrong.
a super direct manner, but yeah, I mean, we can pull
So
up
he
the
did
lyrics,
address it then.
but he did, yeah.
Good. Well, sorry, Drake. But like, the thing is there's a lot of really nasty things being said between the two that's just taking it to
Yeah.
another level where it's like, okay, I could see why it would turn violent, physically violent.
So you don't think they're doing it for the popularity or just for the trend? It's like actually beef for real? Like they're...
I mean,
I think it kind of just escalated. Like, I'm all up for rap battles. Like,
Yeah,
hey, if
that's
you're gonna rap
fun.
it, it's fun. You bring out the lyricist in you and see who's the best, who's the top dog, whatever. But then, people are emotional. People get into their feelings, and then especially when you start dissing, you start going like real personal type stuff. You're attacking them, and then they have to retaliate, and then so that's kind of how it escalates. That's crazy that it led up to someone getting shot.
yeah.
That is insanity.
That's why I feel, not to sound like an old warrior guy, like the old people, like not hip. I think that fans, journalists, anybody and everybody should just be like, guys, just chill out.
Yeah.
You guys don't have to go there, because it's, at the end of the day, it's not worth losing your life over it.
Yeah.
And it should never get, if it's a rap battle, keep it a rap battle. I don't know, man, like maybe hold back some punches. It doesn't have to get so personal
Right.
to that point where you're like literally
Yeah.
begging them to actually get
Upset,
physical with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think Drake needs to just stand up and say, guys, let's just like bury the hatchet. I think he was
Yeah.
kind of alluding to that.
Yeah, and his last one is his last single. Yeah,
But he's
it's
like,
kinda
not,
that.
I don't want to say he's afraid, but he's worried that the fans are going to turn on him, right? And be like, this guy's weak. He's backing
see.
down. Well, that's the problem, that the fans need to quit feeding into that.
Yeah.
We love, as a country and culture, we seem to really love violence and aggression.
Yeah.
Like we like really reward that behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to stop doing that, man. Like,
Yeah.
let's not feed the freaking flames of that
Exactly.
stuff.
100%.
Completely agree.
I mean, I think honestly, Drake, he's not a hard guy, a gangster guy, you know. So it's like, just take the L, you know, and kind of stop the front, because that's kind of like what
Be the bigger person.
Be the bigger person, yeah, because that's some of what Kendrick was saying in some of the disses. This guy's like a
Weak.
fake gangster,
Oh,
you know. He think, you know, and he to Kendrick's point, he kind of is like, he's not like, you're not hard, Drake. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'll listen to you. I like your music, you know, but like, don't.
Well, it's a different
fake it.
style.
Yeah, it's just different style.
Two different artists that they are different.
I think
That's
Drake
it.
just needs to man up, take the L, and just stop the violence, like,
Yeah.
you know, between the
Completely
two.
agree.
For sure. And again, I don't think, I think fans and journalists and everybody else needs to call out that part of the hip hop culture and say, guys, let's not glamorize or glorify
Yeah.
the whole violent aspect of it, because at the end of the day, people are just going to be dying for really no good reason. And
Correct.
it's like, why are people afraid to call it out? Let's just
Yeah.
say, hey, hip hop is great. And people are talking about their life and their environment, and
Yeah.
sometimes it includes violence. I get it, but let's not go out and specifically try to
Right.
get violent with people
Yeah.
over
Right.
over stuff that's unnecessary.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. And on our next podcast, I would like to talk about ghostwriting, because that's very interesting, and a lot of people don't know what is ghostwriting, or maybe who have done it and who hasn't. Anyways, but we're gonna be talking about that, so don't miss our next podcast about that. And of course, we're gonna bring you all the trending stuff in the music industry, because I'm sure something new will come out of it.
Will you share about how you have an actual ghost
No, yet.
writing for you here?
I'm gonna. Whatever. Look at this guy. I'm gonna.
We
talk
do
about,
have ghost stories, though. We
Oh
shared
yeah,
some.
we definitely
might
have
to share
ghost
them at some
stories,
point.
but
yeah.
they're not music related at all.
No, they're not. But we got to squeeze
Maybe
it in at
one
some
day.
point.
Yeah, maybe one day. But I do want to say that I'm going to come out with a new single, and I wanted to finish this podcast saying this. It's gonna come out. I think it's in June 6th. And the producer, obviously, is Illa Noize.
Best producer around.
Thank you.
It's completely different of what I've done before. So it's not salsa urbana. So I'm very excited for you guys to hear it. Remember, it comes out June 6th. So I hope you guys can support. And yeah.
Savannah.
But anyways, thank you so much for joining us after so many weeks not able to be with you guys. So thank you so much. Please subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell everyone. Watch all our shorts and TikTok. Follow us in social media, Instagram. I have it as Tatiana Liary, so the actual podcast doesn't have an actual, social media. It's just us sharing it. So please just look us up and just be supportive. We need your support.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, we'll see you next time.
Smash.
Yeah. Smash that like button.